Hi, I'm Luke and welcome to my channel. Before I explain what my videos are about, let me explain a little bit about myself. So, growing up, I've always had a creative imagination, and I've always been big into fantasy. And so, I've tried to find ways for me to put my creativity into well, into a physical visual, but it never worked for me. I found out I've never been really hands on. So I starting 2020, I have started to write my own stories, putting my creativity into creating characters, lores, backstories, and what I realized from the past 5 years or 6 years now, because it's 2026, is that I'm not really much of a storyteller. I mean, you can read my stories, you can kind of see what I'm trying to imply, but it's not really all that creative. But what I did figure out is that I'm more of a world builder. I put so much time creating the characters, the backstories, the lore, everything behind it in a very logical, psychological reasoning. And so I decided to start this channel. And so in this channel, I'm going to be going through each of my 50 plus stories, but most of my stories are basically sequels, so I'm just going to go over my main core stories and go through them, explaining them, breaking them down logically and psychologically, and well, and explain to you all why I loved creating these stories and a little more detail of what these stories are like. Sorry, I'm new to this. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's first video. Anyway, to let you know what these videos are like, it has a lot of anime logic involved in it because I got inspiration from a lot of my stories from certain animes, fight scenes, like the fast pacing, moving faster than light, the fast sword attacks, the insane attacks. So it has a lot of anime logic, but it is it also has a lot of emotional, psychological, like deep moments that make the characters feel more real. And for record, I don't think that these videos will be for children, not because there's going to be any actual like visuals in this. No, it's mostly just going to be me in person explaining these videos. So, but why I say it shouldn't be for children is mostly because, well, probably because of the way I'm gonna explain it. Because, like I said, it's gonna be very, very deeply psychological, and, well, the way I describe these stories are more mature. When I say mature, I don't mean like sexual scenes or whatever, it means like the violence. There's not really any bad language, honestly. It's just that the way that I put my. I guess it's more like how complex the thought process into this story probably wouldn't be understood by a younger audience. But anyway, that is pretty much everything I needed to explain. And before I end this video, I wanted to let you know that I already set up a comment kind of summarizing what I've already just said, and I even made a post, or yeah, a voting post or whatever that's called, of four of my main stories that yeah, 4 of my main stories. And I want you all to vote on those stories, and I'll come back probably in a week, like next Monday or whatever. Not tomorrow Monday, but the following Monday, and then look at the voting, and then, well, start making the video. So yeah. So or I mean, if you want to, I can first make my first, or I guess technically my second video, covering more of the creation of the multiverse storyline. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that my stories are all connected in one big multiverse. Fun, right? Anyway, I could either start with one of those 4 stories, or you can make asking me to explain comments explaining to learn more of the lore and backstory of the story multiverse background before jumping into one of my stories. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you well, I think it would be a little early to subscribe, but at least leave a like and comments. Okay, thanks. Bye.